Hello everyone and welcome to our live video. My name is Petru and today we will talk about how to build discipline, because this is the most important topic, because without discipline you won't be able to become a good software developer, and I think that without discipline you won't be able to become a software developer at all. So in order to do that, in order to accomplish your goal, because I suppose that you're watching this video because you want to become a programmer, you want to earn a lot of money, you want to maybe travel the world or work remotely or just have more time to spend with your family, then you will need discipline, because without discipline you won't put the hours of work. And this is the biggest challenge when you are trying to learn how to code, when you're trying to become a software developer. The biggest challenge is to find time to work and also to be in the right mindset, because we have enough time. If we were to be honest with ourselves, we have enough time for work. We have enough time for doing anything if we prioritize the things in the right order. But now let's suppose that we prioritize the things. We know that learning how to code is the biggest priority, and now we just want to start learning. We want to start learning and we want to become better at coding until our level is so high enough. Until our level is high enough. Sorry, my English is failing me right now. But until our level is high enough so that we can get a software engineering job offer and start making some money. So now the question is, what are the steps that we need to take in order to build that discipline? Because a lot of people say about some friends or about people that they know that, hey, this person is just very hardworking. I can't be like that person, or that person is crazy. He spends literally the whole day just sitting in front of a computer and learning. And I remember when I was in high school, I was that person. I was the person that people were making fun of. I was made fun of because I never see the sun, or I don't know what color the grass is. But the truth is that before high school, I wasn't that disciplined. Mostly I played outside. I was going out with my friends and playing soccer, or I was just sitting in my house and playing on the computer, or doing things that were non-academic, that were not academic related. So then things changed in high school, and the reason why I told this is that discipline can be learned. I am one example behind that statement, because I wasn't disciplined. Even now I prefer playing on my PlayStation to, let's say, working or doing live videos or anything else, because playing or watching videos or TV series is the most pleasant thing. Like, you can't beat that. Maybe there are a few other activities, but most of those activities are non-productive. They won't make you money. So now the question is, how do you learn the discipline? How do you become disciplined? And the first thing, like the easiest thing that you can do if you want to become disciplined, is to just schedule your time. It sounds super easy. Probably you heard this a lot of times, but it's crazy how many people are not applying this advice. Like, how many people are just undisciplined when it comes to their time. Because it's way easier to say, hey, I will just learn when I feel like it. I'll just work when I have some free time, compared to saying, hey, every day from 8 p.m. till 9 p.m., I will just learn how to code. I won't do anything else, and I will just learn how to code, especially when you're also having a full-time job, and you might have a very difficult day at work. Your boss might be mad at you. You might have a lot of tasks, and after 8 or 9 hours of work, you come home, you're tired, and you just want to rest. You just want to open Netflix and watch your favorite TV series. And that's what everyone is feeling. But the difference here is that some people are not giving up when this temptation comes around, and you have this voice in your head and which tells you, hey, you worked enough, now you deserve some rest. And I'm not saying that resting is bad. Obviously, if you don't sleep enough, if you don't get enough rest, you might have serious health conditions. But there's a huge difference between resting as in sleeping or recharging when you are very tired, and resting as in making excuses for not working. And the secret here is, if you want to become a successful software engineer but you already have a full-time job, the secret is to know when you're making excuses and when you are genuinely tired. And for doing this, you can create a very strict schedule for yourself. So let's say you work for 9 hours a day, and you open up Google Calendar and you block your working hours. You know that from 9 p.m. until from 9 a.m., not 9 p.m. So from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., you are just working. You're at work. Afterwards, you can block 30 minutes or 1 hour just for resting purposes. You can watch your favorite TV show, you can just play video games, you can just sit or lie on your bed and sleep. And afterwards, you block 1 or 2 hours for you to learn how to code. And you can just respect that schedule the whole week, because even if you're very tired, if you had the hardest day at work, if you use that 1 hour for resting correctly, then you will be fine. You can start learning afterwards for at least 1 hour, and your brain will work just fine. So the key here is, first of all, to make a schedule, to know what are the hours when you need to work. Then the second thing is to build habits. And what's a habit? A habit is a routine that you have and that maybe you do every day. And that's very, very easy to say, but very hard to implement, because you might be able to work for 3 days in a row, but maybe on the 4th day is that difficult day when you just wanna lie in bed, watch your favorite TV show and not do anything else. Like, just be there on your bed without anything else. So the key here is to make a habit out of it, and also realize that if you manage to beat your laziness, if you manage to beat your excuses, every day it will be easier for you to just start learning. Every day it will be easier for you to start working. So for example, when you pick up a new habit and you want to develop it, let's say you like playing video games and you are used to playing video games every day after work. On your first day, the difficulty will be huge. Like, you are already used to coming home, opening your PC or your PlayStation and just start playing. But if you manage to beat that, and if you manage to do something else, something more productive on your first day, the second day will be much easier. Then the third day will be even easier. But after a few days, there's this thought coming up saying, hey, you already built a habit, or you already worked for 4 days or 5 days, and now you deserve a break. And I never advise people to take breaks when they are learning how to code. Like, the way I see it is that until you get to your end goal, which is to become a software engineer, you shouldn't take breaks from learning. Even if you're on vacation, even if you worked a lot and you're halfway through, I think the best thing is to just keep going, and then after you get your software engineering job offer, that will be the right time to rest. That will be the right time for taking a break. So this is my advice if you want to become a successful programmer. And this is very connected to what I was talking about earlier, is to give yourself rewards whenever you are following the habit, whenever you're building the time schedule. And those rewards should never be in terms of taking breaks. You shouldn't take breaks, and by breaks I mean one day off from learning because you learned. Because it goes against the second thing, which was building a habit. So imagine the following thing. You work 5 days in a row, and then the weekend comes and you're telling yourself, hey, I deserve to take a break because I worked the whole week. Every day after work, instead of relaxing, I worked, I learned, I improved myself, and now because it's the weekend, there's my time for relaxation. And that's the biggest trap, because in order to build a habit, some people say that you need at least 21 consecutive days of following that habit, and other people say that you require even a few months for building that habit. And if you're rewarding yourself with time off, you're basically breaking that streak, and then you will think, hey, on the next day after your break, it will be more difficult to just start. And the funniest thing that I remember from school was during vacations. So when I was in middle school, I was that kid who always did his homework. I never cheated, I never tried to skip those. I was always doing my homework. And during the school days, I was doing my homework whenever I got it. So for example, if on Monday I was getting a homework for Friday, I would start the work for that homework exactly on Monday, and I was finishing my homeworks early. But after a 3-month vacation, here in Romania, we have a 3-month summer vacation where we get no homework or almost no homework. After that vacation, it was super difficult for me to start doing my homework immediately after coming from school. So I needed some kind of accommodation time where I was finishing my homework one day before the deadline. And after I got used to finishing my homeworks right before the deadline, I was moving the homework earlier. So instead of doing them on Friday, I was doing them maybe on Wednesday. And after that, I was moving them and doing them right on the day when I got them. And this is one thing that you want to get used to. You want to get used to getting things early. Like, there's no point on doing the things at the last possible moment, because you will train yourself to be undisciplined. You will train yourself to skip the most amount of work. And an example that I like to give to my students is to be to train the disciplines. One thing that I'm always saying them is that if you are lazy, you'll become better at being lazy. And if you are disciplined, you'll become better at being disciplined. Basically, you'll become better at the things that you spend your most time on. And that should make you very aware about the things that you spend most time on. So, as I said, if you spend time being lazy, wasting your time, not doing things productively, not investing in yourself, you'll become better at that. You'll become a better lazy person. So instead of coming home, eating something, and then lying on your couch, you'll become better at it, and you will just get home and just lie on your couch. The same in reverse. If you start developing some simple habits, for example, every Sunday I'm blocking time on my calendar for learning, you'll become better at being disciplined. Afterwards, you can start building on top of that. So maybe on your first week you just create your schedule, but you're not following it. But next Sunday, you will build your schedule and maybe you will follow it 25% of the time. And the goal is not to be that robot who always works, always does the right thing. The goal is just to do the right percentage of work. Like, do enough so that you will be able to reach your goals. And once you're there, once you do enough, you'll want to do even more, and at some point the best thing will happen, the best thing ever. Like, you'll start becoming passionate about coding. You will start loving to build applications, and soon enough you'll also get hired, and you'll end up being in that point where you love what you're doing and you're also paid for it, which I think is the best thing in the world, to like doing something and also getting paid for it. So those were my few ideas. Let's recap them. So first of all, you need to build a schedule. Second, you need to build habits around that schedule. And third, you need to give yourself rewards whenever you are doing the right things. And those rewards can be the things that you like. So for example, if you're working enough, you can reward yourself with cookies if you love cookies, or you can reward yourself with 1 hour of just watching TV shows, or you can buy yourself some nice clothes if you work, let's say, 1 month, or things like that. So I hope this was educational for you. I hope that I managed to motivate you at least a bit. And if you have any question, don't forget to write it in the comments. And also, if you want to start our free course, don't forget to go on wellcode.com, register a free account, and start learning. You can ask us all your questions, and my team of experts will answer those. I wish you good luck, and I hope this was super useful for you.